Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back again to do another new toy review. This is the Voyager class Starscream from the Dark of the Moon line. Now you might notice that this figure looks a little bit familiar. That's because you've seen it before probably. It's a repaint of one of the prior molds for Starscream. It's not terrible. It's still a relatively good figure, but there are some major problems with it. I'll point those out for you, and I will also explain why I got it. First of all, let's measure the height. He comes in at just about 7 inches, which leads me to my reason for getting it number 1. It actually has some size to it. It's one of the old molds, so it's not one of the shrunken down, rescaled versions of the Voyager figures. It's relatively substantial, and the new paint job is relatively nice, so I thought it would be a nice addition to the Dark of the Moon line, even though it's not one of the better figures overall. If you'll notice, he's got metallic silver paint all over him for the tattoos, and his cockpit and gears and things are all red. So there's nice. It's got a nice look to him overall. He's got some brown parts also in there, some different color grays. Very nice looking figure, I'd say. The face sculpt is great. There's an extra paint on the face. He's got the plastic tubing to light up his eyes. He's got the clear red back of his head there. So that's kind of nice. And he's got the Mecha Live, I think is what they called it last time, where if you turn his head, it moves the gears inside his torso. See if we can actually show you that on camera. It's not real necessary, but it's still kind of a nifty thing. Yeah, I think it's showing up okay on there. You can see the face sculpt. Pretty good overall. Let's talk about the major problems, though. Number 1. The back part doesn't really connect. It just kind of folds up and sits in place. It's supposed to kind of tab in right there, but it doesn't work very well. It doesn't tab very well at all. So that kind of pops out pretty easily, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, see right there. It's not the best, but it's alright, I guess. Second problem. His shoulder joint is just really kind of not good. I don't like it. No matter how you try to move it around, if you do what the instructions say, or however you play with it or decide you want it, it's just really not great. Second part of the arm that's a problem, the elbow joint. He can only move his hand up and down like this. Can't turn his palm up and then bend at the elbow like a normal person. It doesn't bend that way no matter what. If you put his arms to his side, he can't bend his elbow in at all. It only bends forward like this with his guns. Same thing with the hand. It only stays like that. You can't rotate it. You can't really do much with it. So the arm articulation is kind of bad. I don't care for that. It does have a firing missile on each side. It shoots pretty well. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want to shoot it off somewhere and not be able to find it. But each side does have the missile and the gun on the forearm. It's a nice little detail. It's just kind of a poor design for articulation. He does have a nice range of movement in the arms everywhere, except for bending the elbow the other way. And it really could have been easy for them to make him bend the other way. They didn't need to make it the way they did. So that's kind of a problem. As you saw earlier, the head moves side to side. Full range of motion in the hips. Twist there. The double jointed knees like he's known to have. It's in there. Foot pivots at the shin, and then the foot is movable also. So it's not terrible. It's got decent articulation. It's got a nice look for Starscream. It's a little boxy in some areas, a little awkward, but it still is overall a nice looking figure, and definitely one worth picking up if you want to have a larger Starscream in the Dark of the Moon collection. Hopefully they release another Leader Class 1, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So robot mode, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Definitely pick this guy up if you want a sizable Starscream in your Dark of the Moon collection. Let me get him transformed and I'll show you the jet mode. Okay, so I've got Starscream transformed now, and very much unlike his robot mode, there's really not a whole lot of bad things to say about his vehicle mode. It's one of the best jets I've ever seen in a Transformer. It doesn't have any kibble really. If you look underneath, it's basically just the jet. The only thing is, this part back here, where the hands are, looks kind of goofy. and of course this wouldn't be there. But the overall shape of it, from the side, the profile of it, basically looks like the jet. It looks really good. I really don't have any complaints about this figure's vehicle mode. It's really nice. His missiles snap in right there. He's got unfolding landing gear. Tuck that in. It looks really clean and sharp for the to make it look like it's flying. Just really nice looking figure overall. The paint's nice on the metallic Cybertronian markings. Just really no complaints. The translucent red with the cockpit in there. Just really great figure. So vehicle mode, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. It's almost perfect. It's really great. So if you need to get a big Starscream for your DOTM collection, and since we don't know if they're going to give us a leader one or not, I recommend you pick up this one. Definitely a good figure. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.